Hi, well today we're going to talk about tonal gradation. What that is a gradual shift of color from one into another. There are three primary types of color gradation. One deals with value, that's a light dark shift. One deals with intensity, which is a bright to dull shift. And the third type deals with hue, which is basically like an analogous shift. There are different things to consider when you're doing your gradation. Usually you don't want your shift in color to be too extreme, because usually it'll cause the color not to, it'll be too dramatic, the change, and so you won't be able to get, a lot of times you'll end up with lines or things like that. So if you use a more subtle gradation, it'll work much better. I'm going to use blue, which I put a swatch of here, and orange for this demonstration. I'm going to lighten the blue because it's a very dark color, and that makes it more difficult to do a transition from blue into orange. I'm basically doing an intensity gradation. So I'm going to take some white and put it into blue, lighten up that value. And that'll also bring out the true color of the blue. I'm going to mix it up thoroughly. That's going to be my top color. And then gradually I'm going to dull the blue. I'm not going to actually bring it into an orange. I'm just going to demonstrate how the addition of orange in a gradation of blue will mute the color or change its intensity. So usually what I do is mix the color that I'm going to use in this gradation before I even start, because there's not a lot of time to do mixing because the color dries so fast. So I'm going to take half of this, or 3/4 of this, and start adding orange to it. Because orange has yellow in it, it's going to turn the blue a little bit green. That's normal. All right, so now I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to paint it as fast as I can. It is also important to use a large brush. So if you don't have a large brush, you'll need to come face to face and borrow one of my large brushes, because it's impossible to do it with a 1/4 inch brush. I'm going to start with the pure blue that has some white added into it. I'm going to paint across, back and forth, but I might have to go up and down to get it to smooth out. So you might have to go in 2 directions, which is perfectly normal. Sometimes you even need to use 2 coats. But I'm going to just demonstrate 1 coat for now, and we'll see how it comes out. Going in different directions a little bit so that I can get rid of line, because I don't want lines. I want it to be a smooth gradation. You have a little bit of a line here, so I'm going to go in the vertical direction, overlap that last part, and then I'm going to come down here at the bottom and use this mixture that has a lot more orange in it. I'll wipe my brush off because I want to try to fix this part right here, because that's a little bit streaky. All right, that's pretty good. So let me take the tape off so you can see more easily what the gradation looks like. So there you have it, a gradation from blue into a more muted blue using orange.